listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Open runway ahead. He's at the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bama!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper came on that scintillating 78-yarder for 6. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it out. It's Bond. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quick that you can go to.
There's a timeout call as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man. It's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback will audible. Trying to find his man on first down. Complete downfield. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. He's going to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. Wants to throw on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, no surprise there on defense, right? You know the QB is going to be trying to target this guy. Nice job in coverage forcing that incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Wants to go up top. Unleashes to the end zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break.
21, Texas, 14.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Bond. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity.
Racing down the left side. He's inside the 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
It's just a really nice throw. Really good touch towards the sideline on that corner route. And the receiver does a nice job catching the football and immediately getting up the field, getting in the end zone for the big touchdown.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Long. He's got great speed. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, no, no. You see the fast guys. You see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
He'll bring it out. It's Bond. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. He kicked on the Jets by volition.
And he makes the extra point. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Fielded in the end zone. It's Long. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Alabama offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Good timing on the quick out. All kinds of running room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Nice strike, big play in the passing game. I'll tell you what, find your mismatches, find your advantages, what you do well, and do it again. And then again. And then we know how we do it again. Keep attacking.
Wide out in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Touchdown, Alabama! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Power football with the run. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. At the 45 on its way. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Longhorns are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Manning.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Give to the running back. A 6-yard pickup that leaves him with 3rd and 4.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. Got it in the middle. It's Bond. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Back to the air one more time. Looking to scramble. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 8.
Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. One for two on fourth down attempts so far, and we will get a third attempt here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. And not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. They use those back-to-back explosives to set them up first and goal. Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? They'll keep it on the ground to the left, stiffing the goal line. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling as they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. It's now 0. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score now at 35. Texas, 28.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on fourth and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Trailing and getting deep in the game. They'll go for it here on fourth and goal. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And some people won't like that, but I like aggressiveness, and that's who they are as an offense, so it's okay to be aggressive. But I know one thing now. After that fourth down stop and you're trailing, I'm going to need my defense to be aggressive. It's going to be a big possession right here in the fourth quarter to get me the football back.
Here's the handoff. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll go to the ground. He's loose at the 15. Oh, look out. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over a hundo on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the grab. It's long.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Between the uprights, it's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. On that last drive, 4th and goal didn't exactly work out. They really need to pay it off this time, Jesse.
And they were so anxious and eager to get back on the...
Makes the grab down the left side. And he's running in the open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorns! Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. Running to the left. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Line getting set on 2nd down. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Fast motion from the offense. Dropping back, it's Milroe. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he's got it at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the drive with a big play through the air, scoring from 51 yards out. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Blasted as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket, yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. They'll throw it on 1st down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. At the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown Tide. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought... Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see, the number 6 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense set on first down. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Trying to get to him. Dances away to buy time. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to pass on second down. And he intercepts it. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Texas! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
I mean, you talk about coming out of the defense and setting the tone and letting them know it's going to be a long game. Let's do this. How about a pick 6 on the first possession? Nice job by the defense coming out and striking first in this ball game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Law. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The corners are walked up tight. Leaves it with the running back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Really good-looking run. You know, you think about the legacy Alabama has at the running back position. It's ridiculous. Mark Ingram won a Heisman, obviously. Derrick Henry, Josh Jacobs. I'm going to go back to Sean Alexander, who I played against back in the day, too. All these guys had speed. All these guys had vision and quickness. And this guy right here.
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Bama!
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. The offense set for a first down play. On the run, it's Blue. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They give it to him again. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
After the misfire now on second down. Scanning the field, it's Ewers. Unloads to the right. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. This is an opportunity to show your offense you believe in them. Their opening drive of the game, still in their own territory, going for it on fourth down. Fires left. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense, not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. The Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. Trying the left side. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. And now on second down for this offense. They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5.
Listen, I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth quarter game.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'll pass on the 46-yard field goal attempt and go for it here. And the Longhorns get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team, and he comes through big time.
So first down didn't exactly go according to plan. Let's see what they can dial up on second down.
Reese, I got him right where I want. Okay, I'm going to throw the football. Now I can get back in shotgun. Let's forget the running game stuff. We'll play a little pitch and catch and see how good that secondary is.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try the run. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Law. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Alabama offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Facing a third down is short from the 26. He's knocked down in the backfield, a swarming defense, and he'll lose 7.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Feeling some heat. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Running to the left. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Oh, he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
To the ground with the back. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Catch in the middle. It's Bernard. And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. just through behind his pad. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Defense in press coverage. They keep attacking through the air. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Slings it downfield. Finds space on the right. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
He'll run it to the right here and try to get it into the end zone.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Needs to get it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. He'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he will score! Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he tacked on the extra point. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a high level.
And the Longhorns headed quickly to the line. To the ground to try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, nice job finding a crease to go get that first. And, Dave, there's just some running backs out there that feel like they have that sixth sense. They just know where the marker is. They know where that first down marker is, and they're just able to find a way to fall forward and get it.
Oh, and I love when they don't dance. Know the situation, right? Don't bounce things that don't need to be bounced. When I need to stick my face in there and lower my shoulder and get a couple yards, I got to know the situation. Great job by him running the ball physical and finishing the run for a first down.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Looking to throw. It's Ewers. He lobs one high down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
Barely time to catch our breath after that one, and they've got it 1st and 10, threatening just outside the red zone. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Here's the give off the left side. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Quickly complete. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide on these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
Push down for the tackle.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out. Man, I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, I got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
He got it. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. Looking for blockers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start. Heel off one deep down the left side. A full dive to haul that one in.
That's a really nice-looking catch, you know, and it's shocking when you think about Texas Longhorn football. Not a lot of names jump out at you when you think about great wide receivers here, right? Yeah, Roy Williams, Jordan Shipley. Not too many. This guy, though, I think has a chance to be special. This guy could go down in Texas history as one of the all-time greats.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Ewers. Quickly out to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door 1st and goal.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Quarterback checking off. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. Coming out with it, it's Long. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes that Alabama offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple put drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops, Farmer, and get you the football back.
And I think here too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to pick up the first. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Leaves it with the back. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And a great job by the linebacker. You could tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
And that pass picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Alabama pushing the tempo. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here.
I think everybody wants to go for it in this situation, but you got to actually do it, and you got to be comfortable with the consequences if you miss this. Obviously he was. Conversion's good. Nothing to write home about. No fans upset. Everybody happy. All right.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd down. To the air, it's Milroe. Using the quick game.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Got out of trouble and throws. That's caught. It's Bernard. At the 40, there he goes. Hit the afterburners, kid. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Quick touch pass to the receiver. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the inside.
24, Alabama, 14.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Motion from the offense.
Switch it.
They'll run it on 3rd and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
21.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Back to throw. It's Ewers. Going downfield for the big play. And that one's incomplete.
Down.
Trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. You got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, now you turn the football over to the other team. Points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
They stop him right on the edge of the red zone, a pickup of 5 to the 20. Running back searching for a hole. Smashes through the tackle. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown tie! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
It's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. Back to pass. It's Manning. Got his man on the right. Touchdown, Longhorns! They move on top here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. And it's good, and he's gotten the lead up to 3 late. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. And here's the return. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They want to run it left here. At the 35, he's open. He's off to the races. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run. That last play changed everything on this possession. They've got it 1st and 10 inside the 30. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. 10. Touchdown, Bama! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the fourth. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Blue. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. After the good pickup on 1st down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. Looking for a man. It's Manning. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
And imagine the defense in this scenario, right? You're up by 1 possession. You need to get to the quarterback. You've got to affect him. You're going to blitz, or you're going to try to win one-on-one up front. They did it that time, hit him, and forced the incompletion.
The Longhorns are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. 1st down, 10 yards to go. Might as well give it to him again. Fighting off the defender. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right.
Flying down the left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! misses. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Number 7.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. Looking for space. It's Young.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Fires to the tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fires to the big fella. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Here they come on 2nd and 10 from the 47 after the incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Fires on the move. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
3rd and long. Defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they are going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Another incompletion on 3rd down. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Throws toward the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Trying to take it back. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on 1st down. Down to a knee here. The defense still has a couple of timeouts if they want to use them. You want to talk about building confidence, coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment and continue to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium, where the horns are up and this burnt orange crowd is ready to help Texas hook 'em. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 2 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Bond. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off.
And your Texas Longhorns will take over 1st and 10.
Line gets set, 1st down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. It'll be a draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, the offense was trying to go draw and make it look like pass, but I'll tell you, the linebackers weren't fooled. They came down hard quickly, got into the backfield, and got the tackle for loss.
Looking to pass. It's Manning. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. The Longhorns in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his big tight end. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big 3rd down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Flushed out of the pocket. Sails one into the middle. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. A first down run in the red zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete. And the field goal unit is on the field. And as a holder picks his spot, it'll be a 25-yard attempt. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Both of these defenses a little bent, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on fourth down, and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what...
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that...
Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
To the air, it's Ewers. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown Longhorns! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish with a big play, a touchdown strike from the 46. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Humphreys. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Dogs. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking that in the end zone, making a huge play.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. You get a return like that, and it can't just be the guy with the ball who's right. Everybody has to do a job, and they did that in brilliant fashion on that one. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. comes the Texas offense back on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Fires one high and deep. He's got it on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. The Longhorns want to move quickly.
That's just not the start you're expecting to see from this guy. Obviously, it's a big game. There's a lot of pressure. The crowd is loud, but we've seen two...
A shot toward the end zone. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover one. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The give to the back. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Georgia 10, Texas 7.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this time?
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Dropping back, it's Beck. Quarterback extends the play. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Georgia going up tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Got a man, it's Etienne. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Well, this is a quarterback who's not known for his running ability, obviously. We've seen him make some great throws, but mobility, that's probably not on your bingo card. You saw it right there. He gets brought down for the sack.
Unleashes one. Holds it in. And they'll knock him down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him over.
Just nowhere to go against his defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. The Bulldogs are moving quickly down the field. They go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the tailback. And it's slipped out. Oh, the offensive effort's absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Might be looking to run. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Delp. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
I'll tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to...
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Ewers. A strike downfield. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
It's all about critical downs and distances. on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on third down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a third down like that, that is just a gut punch.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Blue. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Line gets set, 1st down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
The run from the shotgun. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a 1st down on the play.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You've got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later, but you got to tackle this guy over and over.
Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Beck. They'll run the screen. At the 20, he's got space. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
And he puts through the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Returner will field it and try to get some field position. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking for a crease, it's Blue. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They're testing the right side here. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To throw, it's Beck. He finds his man. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's because they've been more aggressive, more willing to throw the football early downs, trust their quarterback, not just the ground game.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Georgia comes quickly to the line. The run to the left. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3. A lot of urgency for this offense. Running for it on 4th down. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And once you get in this range in the football field, do you depend on your kicker? Do you go for it? I think on 4th down, I think you go for it. This is a long field goal, a lot harder attempt. I like the offense going for it here in this situation.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be 3rd down.
Part of being a defender, especially against the pass, is you got to see where that receiver's going to. And when he sticks his foot in the ground, you could tell. When he stuck his foot in the ground, that in route was breaking in. They knew it, broke on it, swatted the ball down, and made a nice play.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Georgia, number 11, with the catch in the end zone.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 35-yard pass for 6. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Texas.
He'll return it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback will audible. He's looking to throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. A full dive to haul that one in. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game.
Ball in the air, intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Georgia going up tempo. Might as well stick with him. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Turns it on in midfield. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground. And you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Power football with the run. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Using his legs, it's Etienne. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterbacks sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down.
Texas.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being you, keep being aggressive.
Out of the gun, the inside give. At the 35, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got it. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. To the air, it's Ewers. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about that? The 2nd receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Smith. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Dogs! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. And he breaks into the open. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're lining up to boot it away.
Texas.
He'll bring it out. It's Smith. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
I tell you what, with this kind of success on the ground, I think you two knuckleheads could call plays. I mean, that's how easy it is for this offense right now. They got the ground game working. It's really easy. Now you can open up for other things, but you guys could even try your hand because they're dominating right now.
And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides to the back. On the move at the 30. Got a lot of running room. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt.
Texas.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes the Texas offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative.
Sends it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at him. Short gain on the play before he slides.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Throws to the tight end. It's complete. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! For that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can come back and win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll try the left side. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Beck. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He'll pull it down. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, I think in this situation of the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing it.